Friends, plane view. This is the first basic view we are taking, which is known as plane view. And already you have heard many times in the class also the name that is plane view. Plane view is the simplest of all woven fabric structures. जितनी भी तरह की views हम पढ़ेंगे, अगर हम उससे compare करें, this is the simplest type of view. It is its characteristic. ये simplest view होती है. Interlacing in one under one over formation. What does it mean? One up, one down. It is about the interlacing order. So when the threads are in this, the threads are interlacing in one up, one down order, which you can say alternate order. Alternate means एक बार up, एक बार down. So plane weave is the simplest of all woven fabric structures, interlacing in a one under one over formation and repeats over two warp threads and two weft threads, or you can say two ends and two picks. Means the repeat size of the plane weave is 2 cross 2, which is the minimum possible size for any view. Only plane view can be constructed with two ends and two picks per repeat. Otherwise, all the other views requires more than two ends and two picks in a repeat. So this is the smallest and simplest view, which is interlacing in alternate order, in which warp threads and weft threads are interlacing in alternate order, or you can say one up, one down order, or you can say one under, one over formation. All are the same thing. This gives the fabric balance with equal amounts of horizontal and vertical threads showing. And an historic example of a plane view fabric is illustrated here. This is the view which is shown here. You can see it is constructed in 2 cross 2. The size is 2 cross 2. First end, second end. This is first peak. This is second peak. So the graph, the portion of the graph we are selecting is 2 cross 2. So you can write the size just below it, 2 cross 2. And here you can say first end is one up and one down. And because it is a repeat unit, it is one unit which is repeating throughout the length and width of the fabric. So this will repeat continuously, one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down throughout the length and throughout the width of the fabric. But we indicate only one repeat. That's why we are taking 2 cross 2. You can see the second end, one down, one up. Or you can also read out weft wise. It is weft is down, here weft is up. So weft is one down, one up. Here weft is up and weft is down. So we can read it warp up or weft up in any direction. But whatever the direction we are using, the order is one up, one down. And whenever a design is having one up, one down interlacing order for all the threads, that design, that weave is known as plane weave. So in this way, you can indicate, you can show a plane view on graph paper in 2 cross 2, and you can define plane view by using this definition. Some more informations about the plane view. So here I have taken this material I have taken directly from a book. So something may be again repeat. जो हमने पहले लिया हुआ है वो repeat भी हो सकता है. So don't worry, it will be revision for you. So here we are taking introduction or definition of plane view. The plane view is variously known as calico or tabby view. ये कुछ ट्रेड नेम्स हैं, इंडस्ट्री में जो नाम दिए जाते हैं उस तरह के नाम है. तो प्लेन व्यू को कभी कभी हम कैलिको या टैबी भी बोलते हैं. इट इज द सिंपलेस्ट ऑफ ऑल व्यूज हैविंग अ रिपीट साइज ऑफ 2. ये हम पहले ले चुके हैं. रिपीट साइज इज 2 cross 2 एंड इट इज द सिंपलेस्ट डिजाइन. द रेंज ऑफ एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द व्यू इज वाइड. यानी कि इसको जो हम अप्लाई करते हैं, जो यूज करते हैं इंडस्ट्री में, बहुत ही वाइड रेंज ऑफ फैब्रिक्स के लिए हम यूज करते हैं. The plane view has the following characteristics. Plane view की क्या-क्या characteristics हैं? It has the maximum number of binding points. Binding points and intersection points are the same thing. And already in the previous chapter we have taken plane view is having the maximum number of intersection points. One intersection point is known as one binding point. Binding point and intersection point is the same thing, because intersection point creates binding between the threads, and that's why it is also known as binding points. So this is the weave which is having maximum number of binding points as compared to all the other weaves. The threads interlace on alternate order of one up, one down. जो threads हैं, चाहे वो warp threads लें, चाहे web threads लें, और कोई भी ends लें, कोई भी pick लें, they are interlacing in alternate order. That is one up, one down. It may start with one up, one down. It may start with one down, one up, but order will remain always alternate order, one up, one down. The third characteristic is the thread density is limited. So WAP, EPI or PPI, that will remain limited because more number of intersections are there. So the area of the fabric is covered by the yarn, and this bend due to the yarn bending also. So the maximum number of threads which can be accommodated in the fabric in unit space will be limited. Cloth thickness and mass per unit are also limited. तो क्योंकि डेंसिटी लिमिटेड है, तो जो उसका जो वेट निकाल रहे हैं हम, ग्राम्स पर यूनिट एरिया, मास पर यूनिट एरिया, that will be also limited. It produces a relatively stronger fabric that is obtained by any other simple combination of threads, excepting that of gauze or cross weaving. गॉज और क्रॉस वीविंग के बारे में अभी नहीं ले रहे हैं, बट गॉज और क्रॉस वीविंग को अगर छोड़ दें, उसको एज एक्सेप्शन लें, तो बाकी अदर वीव्स जो भी हैं, जो सिंपल कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं, जो सिंपल वीव्स बाकी और भी हैं, 12, 13 और अदर वीव्स, रिलेटिवली द फैब्रिक कंस्ट्रक्टेड इन दिस वीव इज स्ट्रॉन्गर. एंड समटाइम्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन इट मे बी आस्क्ड व्हाई द फैब्रिक्स कंस्ट्रक्टेड इन प्लेन वीव आर स्ट्रॉन्गर, एंड दैट रीजन इज maximum number of intersections, maximum number of binding points due to its alternate interlacing order. And जितना number of intersection points ज़्यादा होगा, fabric की strength ज़्यादा होगी, fabric ज़्यादा compact होगा. That we will cover later on also. So these are this is the introduction as well as characteristics of the plain weave or the fabric constructed in plain weave. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we are moving forward. The principle involved in the construction of plain cloth is the interlacement of any two continuous threads, either warp or weft, in an exactly contrary manner to each other. Exactly contrary manner means when the first warp is up, the second warp is down. When the first warp is down, the second warp is up. Exactly opposite, exactly contrary manner to each other. Means adjacent threads are opposite to each other. When one thread is up, other thread is down. When the first thread is down, second thread is up. So they are exactly opposite of each other. With every thread in each series passing alternately under and over consecutive threads of other series interlaces uniformly throughout the fabric. Means चाहे warp side से लें, चाहे weft side से लें, they are passing under and over each other in alternate manner. By this plan of interlacement, every thread in each series interlace with every thread in the other series to the maximum extent. यानी कि frequent जो intersection points वो maximum होगा. One series means warp series, warp threads. Other series means weft series, weft threads. Thereby producing a comparatively firm and strong texture of cloth. So due to this reason, alternate order, they are opposite of each other. So when the question is asked why this fabric constructed in plain weave are strongest, this will be the answer. All the reasons are covered here with the proper language. So you can answer in this manner. Basically, in this whole paragraph, we have covered that threads are interlacing in alternate order. So maximum number of intersection points are there. And second point is adjacent threads are exactly opposite of each other. That's why they provide maximum support to each other. And due to these two reasons, a combined effect of these two reasons results in a stronger fabric construction. Is it clear? why the fabric constructed in plain view are stronger as compared to other views. Two reasons are basically covered in this paragraph. Yeah, this is the structure of plain view shown here. However, it can be constructed in 2 by 2. Already we have taken on in the first slide. It can be indicated in 2 cross 2 only. But to understand it in a better manner, we are taking a larger size of this, means many more repeats we are indicating on the graph paper. So here to understand it, we have taken 8 ends and 8 peaks. The same thing, 1 up, 1 down, 1 down, 1 up is repeating throughout this repeat unit. यहाँ हमने repeat unit की size बढ़ा दी for better understanding. Otherwise, 2 cross 2 is enough. So it is a plain view indicated in 8 cross 8. It can be indicated on 4 cross 4. It can be indicated on 6 cross 6, 12 cross 12, depending on our requirement and depending on our will also. But 2 by 2 is minimum required size. But depending on the requirement, sometimes we are indicating 4 cross 4, we are indicating 6 cross 6, we are indicating 8 cross 8. And here you can see one more thing which we have not covered in fundamentals, because that cannot be understood separately. That's why I have taken here. These two diagrams are indicated, one at the right side and one below the design. These diagrams are known as sectional diagrams. Students, please note down. इसका मैं separately मैंने नहीं लिया है. This can be understood along with this. So this diagram and this diagram is indicating sectional diagrams. These are known as sectional diagrams, and it is not indicated with all the views. That's why I have not taken in basic fundamentals. This is used, or this is indicated only for some special views. But here we can understand what is sectional diagram. And you can see for one view, we are using 2 sectional diagrams. One sectional diagram cut through the weft. Cut through the weft, यानी कि weft की तरफ से हमने cut किया अगर fabric को, तो आपको weft circular form में दिखेगा. This is first peak. This circle is second peak. This is third peak, fourth peak, fifth peak, sixth peak, seventh peak, eighth peak. So students, these small circles are indicating peaks. And this bending structure, the structure which is bended, which is showing the interlacement, that is warp thread. Here we have cut through weft. So weft will be indicated in circle form and warp will be indicated in this way. And this thread, this sectional diagram is indicating the last thread. So आप last thread देखें, it is warp is down. Blank means warp is down. तो हमने warp को यहाँ नीचे से लिया है. Second peak पे देखें warp is up. तो हमने warp को ऊपर से show किया. Third peak पे आप देखेंगे again weft is up. तो हमने इसको weft के नीचे से निकाल दिया warp को. Again warp is up, weft is up, warp is up, warp is down, warp is up. तो हमने last thread को यहाँ पर indicate किया है sectional diagram के अंदर. And so the sectional diagram indicates the configuration of the thread, means how the threads are placed in the fabric, how much they are bending, that is indicated in the sectional diagram. And when we want this information, only then we are indicating sectional diagrams along with the views, otherwise we are not using it. So in this way, you can show the intersection points which are interlacings, which are indicated on the graph paper in the sectional diagram. So by showing the up and down of the warp thread with respect to weft thread, this is known as sectional diagram cut through the weft. And this is a sectional diagram cut through the warp. So cut through the warp means warp is indicated in circle forms. अगर आप warp की तरफ से cut करें और फिर देखें तो warp के threads आपको warp का diameter दिखाई देगा, यानी कि warp की आपको circular cross section दिखाई देगी. तो यहाँ इसलिए हमने उसको circle की form में दिखाया है, because यहाँ हमें warp का circular part दिखाई देगा. अगर हम warp के through cut करके देखेंगे तो यहाँ पर हमें ये warp number 1, warp number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 एक ही लाइन में हमने warp threads indicate किए हैं. हर warp thread के नीचे इसको indicate कर दिया. And now we are showing configuration of one weft. So here you can see cross means weft is up. तो इसका मतलब हमने इसको show नहीं किया. Again we are indicating the last thread. Last thread में आप देखें weft is up. No, sorry, we have indicated weft is up. So here weft is down. Yeah, we are here weft is up. So we are not indicating that one. We are indicating this first one out. We are indicating first peak. फर्स्ट पिक में आप देखें यहाँ पे वार्प हमने क्रॉस किया, इसका मतलब यहाँ पे वार्प अप है, यानी कि वेफ्ट डाउन है, तो हमने वेफ्ट को नीचे से ले लिया. यहाँ वेफ्ट को ऊपर से लिया क्योंकि यहाँ पर ब्लैंक है. ब्लैंक मीन्स वेफ्ट अप, वार्प डाउन मीन्स वेफ्ट अप. हियर वार्प अप मीन्स वेफ्ट डाउन. वेफ्ट को नीचे से ले लिया, वापस वार्प अप, वेफ्ट अप, वार्प अप, वेफ्ट अप, वार्प अप. So this is indicating configuration of first peak with respect to all the 8 ends. And this is indicating, sorry, battery is low, so I will attach battery. Just wait for a second. Yes, students, sorry for inconvenience. So the sectional diagram is clear. This sectional diagram is indicating configuration of last end with respect to all the 8 peaks, and this is known as sectional diagram cut through the weft. तो उसमें weft circle form में आएगा, and this is cut through the warp, तो warp circle form में आएगा, and this diagram is indicating configuration of first peak with respect to all the 8 ends. In this way, we indicate sectional diagrams for some views or along with some views. Any question regarding this sectional diagram?
सर वाप से कट करते हैं तो वो लास्ट वाला एंड के शो करते हैं क्या?
कोई बात नहीं, आप फर्स्ट भी शो करते हैं. यहाँ पर लास्ट शो किया हुआ है, इसलिए मैंने आपको बताया है. हम चाहें तो सभी शो कर सकते हैं. जनरली वी शो फर्स्ट 2 थ्रेड्स, बट इस बुक में यहाँ पर लास्ट को शो किया हुआ है, इसलिए मैंने आपको यहाँ पर लास्ट बताया है. It is not essential. You can generally we are indicating first 2 ends and first 2 peaks generally. But for some views, we are indicating 3 ends or 3 peaks also, depending on the view. And that we will, these sectional diagrams, we will take along with the views only, then it will be clear. When we'll take all the designs and which require sectional diagram, तब आपको sectional diagram के बारे में पूरा concept समझना. Here you can understand that it is indicating configuration of different threads with respect to other series. वार्प का शो कर रहे हैं तो वेफ्ट के सारे थ्रेड्स के साथ करेंगे, और वेफ्ट का कर रहे हैं तो वार्प के सारे एंड्स के सभी एंड्स के साथ करेंगे. एंड बेसिकली वी आर इंडिकेटिंग द पैसेज कि वार्प कैसे मूव कर रहा है या वेफ्ट कैसे मूव कर रहा है, वो हम शो कर रहे हैं, जो कि डिजाइन में शो नहीं होता है, ड्राफ्ट में शो नहीं होता है, लिफ्टिंग प्लान में शो नहीं होता है, डेंटिंग प्लान में शो नहीं होता है. यहाँ क्या शो होता है, कहाँ वार्प अप है, कहाँ वार्प डाउन है. व्यू इज इंडिकेटिंग ओनली दैट where the warp is up and where the warp is down or weft is up, but it is not indicating how the warp is moving, how the warp is placed, how the weft is placed. वो कितना बेंड हो रहा है वो वहां पर शो नहीं होता है. उसको शो करने के लिए हम सेक्शनल डायग्राम शो इंडिकेट करते हैं. क्लियर?
यस सर.
ओके
सर, ये प्लेन व्यू में हमेशा नंबर ऑफ एंड्स और पिक्स इक्वली होंगे, रेक्टेंगल नहीं बन सकता मतलब कभी.
ends per repeat and picks per repeat are always equal because 2 cross 2.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes if you are taking only width wise repeats तो आप कम कर सकते हैं. जैसे आप यहाँ पे इसको 8 cross 2 भी शो कर सकते हैं, 8 cross 4 भी शो कर सकते हैं, but 8 cross 3 शो नहीं कर सकते हैं. repeat should be completed multiple of 2 because your repeat is on 2. So you can show it on 4 cross 4, you can show in 6 cross 6 or 8 cross 8 or even 4 cross 2, 6 cross 2, 8 cross 2 or 2 cross 4, 2 cross 6, 2 cross 8. All are correct. But generally we take square sizes. Students, this diagram is indicating, ये diagram मैं बाद में वापस लूंगा, अभी आप यहाँ पे इसको इतना सा समझ लें. I have taken a plane weave in 4 cross 4. Is it visible? Design indicated by red marks. This is plane weave in 4 cross 4. I have taken draft number 1, draft number 2 and draft number 3. यहाँ पर मैंने 3 ड्राफ्ट लिए. किसी का स्पीकर अनम्यूटेड है बेटा, म्यूट प्लीज, म्यूट योरसेल्फ. इसका भी स्पीकर अनम्यूटेड है, म्यूट कर ले बिकॉज वो डिस्टरबेंस क्रिएट करता है. सो ऑलवेज टेक केयर ऑफ दिस थिंग. अगेन देयर इज नो नीड टू रिपीट इट. सो हियर आई हैव टेकन 3 ड्राफ्ट्स and 3 lifting plans. indicated by number 1, this and this. This is corresponding draft and corresponding lifting plan. This is corresponding draft and this is corresponding lifting plan. अगर ये draft लूंगा तो lifting plan ये होगा. This is corresponding draft and lifting plan. Means अगर ये draft लेता हूँ तो lifting plan ऐसा बनेगा. Design is same. When I'm changing the draft, lifting plan will get changed. And all are correct. When I'm taking only 2 hills, the draft will be constructed in 4x2 because ends are taken from plane view, from the view. जितने ends view में होंगे उतने ही ends draft में होंगे. Ends are 4, so 4 vertical spaces. But hills I'm using only 2 because 2 types of interlacing orders are there. So we require only 2 hill frames. Plane view is the simplest view which requires only 2 hill frames, which can be constructed with 2 hill frames. And that is the minimum number of hill frames required for any view. That is also one of the characteristics or one of the advantages of plane view. So here, if I'm passing first thread from first hill frame, second end is different from first. So second end from second hill, third end from, because it is same as first. First को हमने first से pass किया है, just following the principle of drafting. Third end is also from first hill frame. Fourth end similar है, second end से, second end को हमने second hill से pass किया है, तो यहाँ पर इसको भी हमने second hill से pass कर दिया. First hill से first और third end pass हो रहा है, उसका working order 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down है, उसको हमने यहाँ पे copy कर दिया है, और जो second जो है उसको हमने यहाँ पे copy कर दिया. Then I'm going for a new drafting order in which instead of 2 hill frames, I'm taking 4 hill frames. Sometimes to reduce the load on hill frames, as I have mentioned earlier, we are multiplicating the number of hill frames. So instead of 2, I am taking 4 here. अगर 4 लेंगे तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Same interlacing order को भी अलग-अलग hill frame दे रहे हैं. For example, here we have 2 hill frames and 2000 threads. 1000 hill wires will be in the first hill frame, 1000 in the second hill frame. अगर हमें इसका लोड कम करना है hill frame का 1000, if it is not bearable, then if we have to reduce the load on each hill frame, तो हम क्या करेंगे? 4 hill frame ले लेंगे, तो हर एक से 500 हो जाए. So this is one type of drafting order, and these both the drafting order are known as straight drafting orders. I have already mentioned I will take the drafting order along with the design. So straight drafting order, these are the examples of straight drafting order. And from these examples, we can conclude and we can find out the definition of straight draft. Straight draft means ends are passing in a successive order through the hills. Ends are passing in a successive order through the hills. Means first end from first hill frame, second from second, and so on up to the last end. Here you can see first end from first hill, second from second, 1 and 2, straight order, and this is repeated. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, means straight order. If 8 hill frames are there, 8 ends are there, and it is asked the straight draft, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will be straight draft. Means when the ends passes in a successive order through the hills. End number 1, hill number 1. End number 2, hill number 2. End number 3, hill number 3. These type of orders, which are straight in characteristic, are known as straight draft. And here we have taken another draft, which is known as skip draft. But for skip draft, we will try to understand this skip draft in the next class, because now we have less time. So, but when we are taking this straight draft, we will get this lifting plan. And you can see, if the straight draft is taken, the lifting plan is same as design. You can just copy the design here. Both the design and lifting plan will be same if we are taking straight drafting order. And this is skip drafting order. If you are taking this drafting order, try to construct the lifting plan after the class. You will get this lifting plan. If you are taking this draft, this will be the lifting plan. Already we have taken the cases, students, in interrelationship between design, draft, and lifting plan. We have taken different cases with examples. And here is the case that design is given, draft is given. How to construct lifting plan. Design is given. If draft is changed, draft is given. Design and draft is given. Then this is the draft. Then what will be the lifting plan? Try to construct. If there will be any problem, we will discuss in the next class. And here one more thing I have indicated. That is denting plan. Here you can see, just after all the drafting systems, I have indicated denting plan. And here I'm assuming that ends per dent is 2. So first 2 ends are passed to one dent, so 2 consecutive marks, and last 2, third and fourth ends are passing through second dent. So to show the change of dent, we are changing the line. From one line, we are moving to the other line. So it is denting order, which is showing 2 ends per dent. Why we are taking 2 ends per dent, or how we decide the denting plan, that I will take in the coming classes, how we decide the denting plan. At this stage, just assume that in plain view, the ends per dent is 2. Denting order is 2, and that is indicated here. So students, view, draft, lifting plan, and denting plan for plain view is indicated in this diagram. So if any question is there, you can ask, because we have less than 1 minute, few seconds are remaining. So you can ask any question. And try to get some time to revise these things. I will upload the video immediately after the class. So please go through the videos.
सर
Yes.
सर ये जो फर्स्ट वाली वीव है सर इसमें जो ड्राफ्टिंग प्लान है वो